for drugs, but the first thing you want to do is offer me a drug pack? You're not my friend, dude. Get out of my face, man. Really, you need some prayer. Oh, man, get on out of here with that, man. Nah, bro, I'm serious. So during 2008, it was a girl that I used to run the streets with, man, because I was a hustler. I sold crack, I sold cocaine, I sold heroin, and I also called myself pimping. So it was a girl that I called her in the streets they call them the bottom trick, and she ran the streets with me, man, and it was like it was a crazy relationship, man. But she ended up doing a year program which was spiritually based, and then when she got out, and it was like every time I got out of prison, within a week I would run into her. And I'd be like, I wouldn't have to go searching, nothing. I'd be like, well, like, just be walking down the street, and either I see her or she'll see me. So this time after she get out, I end up seeing her, and I'm like, I don't even recognize her. Because she done went through this year program and got herself together and found God and gave her life to Christ. And I don't even recognize her because she's all looking healthy and things. And I'm like, wow, I'm like, what happened? You know what I mean? What's up? Then she started telling me about Christ. And I'm like, I'm kind of wanting to get away from her, though. Like, hold on, like, what's she talking about, man? What? I'm like, man, you know, when it seemed like when you come at a person that's doing wrong and you trying to tell them the truth, they try to get away. But she wouldn't let me get away, like, you know what I'm saying? So she became my daughter's godmother. And so she started spending more time at the house. We thinking that, oh yeah, we got us a babysitter now. We finna run around, do whatever. But as my pastor would say, we got hijacked. Right. We got hijacked because she came into our house and took over. Right on. She came in there and took over, man. When I say she took over, she made it to where after we come in of a night of drinking and drugging, we felt uncomfortable in our own house because she had anything that was electric appliance, radio, CD player, TV, it was on something about God. The radios was playing church music. The TV was preaching a sermon 24/7. I don't know how she was even finding these channels, but she found them. And you know, I come in there and I'm like, and it's all like, hallelujah, I'm like, man, what in the world? So I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even try to fight it, man. That's how powerful the presence of God was that she was carrying with her. We didn't even try to fight it. We'd go in the room and shut the door and be in there like, just in there like we hiding. But now that I think about it, we was hiding from God. We was hiding from God like Adam and Eve tried to do in the garden. We was trying to hide. So then, that's when the conviction really started setting in. I already done caught my case. I'm out on bond, and this conviction keeps setting in on me, man. After she came to the house, it was like so many different things. Like I'll be out, like I call myself the party man, you know what I mean? Because I'll be the one. I had 2 or 3 different houses that I sold dope at that I rented, and then I just had people there, and I just show up like, what's up, y'all ready to do it? So you know what I'm saying? I'll be supplying everything for the party, and then sometimes I call it having a Dr. Phil moment. Sometimes I get so caught up in my emotions, and I'll stop, and I'll be like, hold up, put my stuff down. Nobody get back in the refrigerator. Put it down. They're like, what you talking about? I'm like, how many of y'all would be here if I was not supplying this stuff for y'all? How many of y'all would be here? And they be like, man, you tripping, man. No, I ain't tripping, man. Y'all ain't my friends. I mean, I'll start bugging out like that. Like, I ain't my friends, man. Matter of fact, everybody get out. I'll be tripping like that, like, man, what is going on? But I wouldn't even feel like me, you know what I'm saying? But I think that was conviction. Then it'd be some nights I'll be at other people's house, and I'll be in there for a while, and then I just stop. Like, I would look around at what's going on, and I would just stop and be like, I say, hey, man. I mean, it's loud talking everywhere. Everybody loud talking, doing what they do, and I'll be standing in the middle of the floor like, hey, man. Hey, man. Then I scream it, hey! Everybody stop like, I'll be like, hey, man, I'm going home. They'd be like, what? Are you serious? We just getting started. I said, man, I'm going home, man. And then I just turn around and just walk out the door. So the night that I really felt conviction, I used to snort coke too, man. So this one night I really felt conviction, man. I actually thought I was going to die this night. I mean, there's been numerous times in my life where I felt like I was going to die, but this night, I thought I was really gone. My body temperature was so hot that it felt like fire was coming out my eyes, man. And it was just so weird. I felt like I was really set ablaze. And then I got into bed trying to go to sleep. I got into bed because I'm trying to ignore it. I get into bed to try to go to sleep. And there's like, my wife is in the bed. She was my girlfriend at the time. And there's like this much of a gap in between us because I'm trying not to wake her up. She wakes up anyway. And she's like, baby, you're burning up. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm telling her though, like, man, I think I'm finna die. Because my heart is like going so crazy. I tell her, like, feel my heart. She's like, oh gosh, I feel like it's about to jump out my chest. And that's when I talked to God. I said, Lord, I know that this ain't I said, Lord, if this is the life that I'm supposed to live. And then what was crazy was, I know it was the cocaine that was making me feel hot like that, making my heart jump like that. But I said, Lord, if this is the life that I'm supposed to live, this next line that I sniff will kill me. I was like, whoa. I mean, if you think about it, that's like crazy. That's like suicide, man. I said that this next line will kill me. And I had about I don't know, about a gram left. And I still snorted that whole brand. And it didn't take me out. And I was like, I couldn't do nothing but say, okay, Lord. Okay. But that ain't even where it ended. So I snorted the rest of it and I was like, well, I didn't die, so I know now that I'm not supposed to live this life. Then the confirmation came. I go in there and I'm stuck, and I don't know if anybody ever did it, but when you coming down off of that cocaine high, you're like kind of annoyed, and you kind of just want to be in one spot because you're trying to deal with everything that's going on in your body. So I get on that couch and I get posted. Okay, I flip on BET. They playing videos. Okay, I'm getting my atmosphere together here, man, and I'm chilling, right? So then, like 5-10 minutes later, the daggone channel changes on me. It's still BET every now and then. I don't know how many people watch BET, but at a certain hour of the night, it changes into church. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, I'm stuck, man. I can't change the channel. I don't want to move, but I'm stuck. So I got to leave the channel here. And as soon as it comes on, the dude is talking about salvation. And I'm like, wow. I'm stuck. I really don't want to hear it, but I'm stuck. He's talking about salvation. And he's asking questions, and it's like he's talking to me. Ain't you tired of getting what you've been getting? Ain't you tired of doing what you've been doing? Ain't you tired of the life that you have now? And I'm sitting there stuck like, yeah. Like, but it was something inside of me fighting it. So to get even stronger, the guy's like, he's getting all excited, and then he comes out the TV. I'm sitting on the couch like this, like stuck, and I look around to see if anybody else see this. But I'm realizing I'm the only one there. He come out the TV like this. I'm looking like, uh-oh. He get in my face, and he say, Do you want salvation? Do you want to be free? Then it's time to stop playing. Give your life to Christ. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, it to me, I feel crazy when I tell that, man, because I'm thinking like, when you tell people this, they're going to think you crazy. But that's what I seen, man. I mean, I don't know if it actually happened or not, but that's what I seen. And that's when the conviction set in. So I ended up getting locked up, and I went to the county jail, and boom, here goes that girl working again. She sends somebody to talk to me in the county jail to do a one-on-one. And he comes and talks to me, and I'm like, he just come in there and sit down, and he ain't pushed Christ on me or nothing. He just came in there and he told me who he was, and then we just started talking. I told him my story, this and that, and he's asking the same questions that man on TV was asking. Ain't you tired of getting what you've been getting? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know anything else. I don't know nothing else. He like, let me introduce you to Christ. I'm like, oh man, that dude, like my grandma been telling me about that dude, man. So he tell me that he say to us the sinner's prayer with me or whatever it is, the prayer of salvation, and I accept Christ, and I could immediately feel change after I said that, asked for forgiveness and confessed and said that that Jesus was my Lord and Savior. I felt the change. So I get up out of the visit. I go back to the cell, and I'm just smiling, and people is saying different things to me, and I'm like, I'm looking weird at people when they cuss, and I'm like, whoa, what is that? But it was like Christ was in me, man. So I stayed in the county for 6 months. Then I went to prison, and in prison is when I started doing gospel rap. Because it was a few guys in there, and one guy that was over it, I knew him, and I couldn't rap for nothing. I mean, I could write some lyrics. I was a poem dude. I could write some lyrics, but when it came to viewing that beat, I was like this. You should see the other dudes that was in the group, they like, oh, no, man, you can't put him on stage. No, man, you can't put him on stage. But my dude, he was like, I got him. And he helped me find the beat, man. Helped me find the beat. And then so in there, we was performing in the chapel 2 to 3 times a month. And then every 4 months, we did 35-minute concerts. So it was like, when I finally won my appeal and they finally let me go in 2011, July 6th, when I came out, man, I was so hungry. You know what I mean? It was hard for me to just sit there and not do music. But what I learned is that when God is guiding something, man, it takes a lot of patience.
Yes, sir.
It takes a lot of patience. Because if you don't display that patience and be cool and just let God do what he can to do, you will start making wrong decisions that'll have you linked up with the wrong people. And it's like God be telling me to just hold up, because I'll be like, all right, I need to go get this program so that I can make some beats. I need to do this. And then God be like, nah, hold on. Then he just gonna let me do it. Like, all right, man, go do it. So then when I do get it, I look at it and it's like crazy to me. Like, hold up, how do I do this? I mean, there's so much more that I can tell y'all, man. As far as like when I got baptized in 2010, April 12th, I call it my spiritual birthday. That experience right there was like no other experience. There's so many different things and experiences with God that let me know that he was real. I mean, when I got baptized, it was so powerful, man, that now I know what it means to be reborn. Because at the end of it, after I got done praising God and I finally opened my eyes, I could barely see. And I'm like blinking my eyes trying to look around, And then I could barely hear, and there's all these people clapping and coming and giving me hugs and all.